Welcome back to my YouTube channel. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ Namprapancha YouTube channel ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಬಂದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್. ಬನ್ನಿ ಈ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. So the basic four operations in math is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These four are very important and very basic for all the standards. So come, let's discuss about these four concepts of math. So when these four operations are to be performed, we require at least two numbers. So we can perform all these four operations on natural numbers, decimals, fractions, and integers. Natural numbers means all the positive numbers, decimals which includes point numbers, fractions, integers will also include positive and negative numbers. Let's go on discussing each arithmetic operation on all these four type of numbers. So firstly, addition. Addition has so many names. Addition can also be specified by add, sum, total. All these terms are used for addition. So first, natural numbers. It is very simple. For example, I'll take an example of 24 and 89. So when we are adding these two numbers, first we should start with ones place, then go to the tens place. In the ones place, there is 4 and 9. When we add 4 and 9, we get 13. But since it is a double digit number, we can't place the complete number here. So in this ones place and tens place, we have to specify, and whatever is in the ones place, we will write here, and whatever is in the tens place, so we have to carry 1 here. Then 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 8 is 11. Since we don't have any digit in 100 place, we will write both the numbers here. So the sum is 113. So this is the performance of addition on natural numbers. So next is decimal addition. So whenever we are performing any operation on decimals, first we have to convert both the numbers to like decimals. What do you mean by like decimals? For example, I will write 2.3 here. Next I have to write 16.89. So point should always be placed below the other point. So the next number is 8 and 9, and before decimal point it is 1 and 6. So whichever place is empty, we put 0 there to avoid confusion. Now we have converted both the decimals to like decimals. Now we have to perform addition on it. Similarly, what we did in the last problem. So now starting with ones place, 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 3 is 11. Two numbers we can't add here. Though there is point here, there is no problem. We can carry it to the next term. So 8 plus 3, 11. 1 I'll carry here. 1 will be placed here. And don't forget to again place the decimal point here. This is very important. Then next step, 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So the addition of 16.89 and 2.3 will be 19.19. But if we don't place the decimal point below the other one, the addition may go wrong and we may get a wrong answer. So following these steps is very important. Yes. And now coming to the fractions. As I told in decimals, we have to convert the decimal to like decimals. Same way fractions also should be converted to like fractions before performing the addition. I just can't simply write 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 by 5. That is not the right answer. So how to convert this fraction to like fractions? This is called as denominator and these two are called as numerator. Making denominator same is called doing like fractions. So for that what we have to do? We have to find the common factor for 2 and 3. So we have to find LCM for 2 and 3. So 2 ones are 2, 3 will be placed as it is. 3 ones are 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 is the LCM. Now our goal is to make 2 and 3 as 6. So to make 2 as 6, I have to multiply by 3. So 1 into 3 is 3. 2 into 3 is 6. So the new fraction in place of 1 by 2 is 3 by 6. Plus 3 I have to make 6. So 3 should be multiplied by 2 to make 6. So 2 2s are 4. 3 2s are 6. Now both the denominators are same. So now easily you can add both. We should not add the denominator. We should place it as it is. Numerator should be added. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 by 6. So the addition of 1 by 2 and 2 by 3 is 7 by 6. And one more doubt you all may get. 1 by 2 we have written as 3 by 6. Are we changing the fraction? No, we are not changing the fraction, but we are changing the format of that fraction. For example, this circle is considered as 1. One part of two parts means this. So 1/4 is mentioned like this. Same way if I mention 3 by 6, circle should be divided into 6 parts. Now I have divided the circle into 6 parts. In that, if I take 3 parts, consider 3 parts, these two are equal. They are very similar. That shows that we are not changing the fraction, but we are just writing the fraction into another form. Like this, we perform the addition on fractions. The next one is integers. What does integer contain? They contain both positive, negative numbers and zero as well. I will show you 3 examples. For example, while adding two positive numbers, plus 2 plus 3. Both are positive. So it is very simple. 2 plus 3 we will add and write plus 5. The second case we consider is one positive and one negative. Let's consider plus 2 and minus 3. Here both the numbers are of different sign. When they are different sign, we have to perform subtraction. So 3 minus 2 is 1. But this is not the end of the problem. We should also place the sign. So what sign to place, whether it is plus or minus? Here the bigger number is 3. It has the sign minus. So minus should be placed here. I'll take another example for your clarity. Minus 2 plus 3. So here also it is different symbols. So you have to perform subtraction. But 3 minus 2 is 1. The bigger one is 3. It has plus sign. So here it is plus 1. There is a lot of difference between plus 1 and minus 1. So we have to be very careful while placing the sign. The next one is 0. So 0 added to any number, you will get the same number, whether it is positive or negative. So when you add 0 to a negative number, we get the same number without any change. So these are the addition operations performed on integers. So the next operation is subtraction. So I'll show all the three together. So we are going to perform subtraction on a natural number, on a decimal and a fraction. So when it comes to natural number, same rules has to be followed, that is ones and tens. See, we cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. So what we have to do? We have to borrow a number from the previous one. See, 26 if you are writing, this means that 20 plus 6. So if I am borrowing 1 from here, that means I am borrowing a 10 from here. So when I borrow 1 from here, the new number will become 16. So 16 minus 9 is 7. Here since I have borrowed 1, 1 is left, 1 minus 1 is 0. So in this case the answer is 7. Same way we are going to the next one, the decimals. So when we go to the decimals, same as I said in addition, we have to make it as like decimals. In this case it is already in like decimal. So we can directly perform the subtraction. So 3 minus 9, it is not possible. So we will borrow 1 from this. So the new number is 13. 13 minus 9 is 4. Point as it is, we have to drop it down. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the subtraction of 2 minus 2.3 and 1.9 is 0.4. Then next one. Same as I told in addition, same rules is followed for subtraction also. 2 and 5 we will take LCM. LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. So our goal is to make the denominator 10. Once we do the denominator 10, we can perform subtraction on that. So 2 5s is 10. So the new fraction will become 5 by 10 minus 5. We have to make it as 10. So 5 2s is 10. 2 2s will become 4. 4 by 10 Now we can perform subtraction by writing the decimal as denominator as it is. Denominator is 10. Numerator we have to subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the answer will become 1 by 10. So the subtraction of 1 by 2 and 2 by 5 will lead to 1 by 10. So the fourth concept of subtraction is integers. Integers I'll explain you on both negative numbers. So let's take example minus 2 and minus 3. So since it is minus, as soon as we see this, we feel we have to do subtraction, but that is false. When it has same signs, we have to do addition. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 is the bigger one, it has minus, so you have to put minus. That means when the signs are same, we have to perform addition. Same numbers I'll take with positive signs, plus 2 and plus 3. Here also both are plus, so we have to perform addition. 3 plus 2 is 5. Since 3 has plus sign, we will put a plus here. I'll teach you the next concept. Let's take one negative and one positive for the subtraction. So here plus 2 and minus 3, it is different symbols, so we have to perform subtraction. 3 minus 2 is 1, bigger one is 3, so minus. Same way subtraction on both negative and positive number. So here 3 minus 2 is 1, the bigger one is 3, so it has plus, we have to put plus. So you all should remember very well that the sign only is not the criteria to perform addition or subtraction. What sign both the numbers have is very important. And one more small concept I have to remind here is whatever sign is before the number, that is the sign of that number. If it is 3 plus 2, this plus is for 2, not for 3. Whatever sign comes before the number, that will be the sign for that particular number. Based on that, we have to put sign for the answer. So let's go to the third operation, that is multiplication. Let's perform multiplication on all the four type of numbers. First thing is natural numbers. So this is simple, 23 into 12. For example, if I have to perform, here also ones and tens place is very important. So with the ones place, I have to perform the full operation first. So 2 3s is 6, 2 2s is 4. Now since ones place operation is over, I have to leave ones place blank. So to leave blank, I'll just add a plus. You can even add a 0. Next we are going to the tens place. From tens place we have to do the complete operation. So 1 into 3 is 3. 1 into 2 is 2. After this we have to add both. Since we have done ones place with the number, this is the answer for ones place with the multiplication of this number, and this is the answer for tens place with multiplication of this number. Now we have to add both since we are doing both the numbers together. So 6 plus 0, it will become 6. 4 plus 3 is 7. Here nothing is there, so you can add a 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. So multiplication of 23 into 12 is 276. What does multiplication represent? 23 represented 12 times. This is what multiplication means. So when 23 is represented 12 times and added, we get the answer to be 276. Next we are going to perform multiplication on decimal. So whatever method we followed for natural number, same method we are going to follow for decimals, but a little change. So come, let's see that. If I have to multiply 2.3 into 1.2, same way as we did for natural numbers, we are going to perform the multiplication. So 2 3s is 6, 2 2s is 4, plus 1 3s is 3, 1 2s is 2. Now we are going to perform addition. So it will become 6, 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 plus 0 is 2. So now the main point of decimal will come here. Here after the decimal point there is one number. Same way here also after the decimal point there is one number. So 1 plus 1 is 2. You have to count two numbers from your right hand side, that is from the ones place, and place a point. So 1, 2. So it will become 2.76. Same way if you get confused and if you place the point from right side, it will become 27.6, which is wrong. There is a lot of difference between 27.6 and 2.76. So be very careful while placing the point. Now let's go to the fractions. So when we performed addition and subtraction on fractions, we had to make it as like fractions. But in multiplication, we don't have to do that. So come, let's see how to do it. So if I have to multiply 1 by 2 into 3 by 3, for example, we need not take LCM. Multiply numerator and place it. Same way multiply denominator, 3 2s is 6. So this will be the answer. So when we are performing multiplication on integer, I will teach you a small table which you all have to remember. So the table says that plus into plus is plus, plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is minus, minus into minus is plus. So this is the table which you have to follow. By using this table, I will take two numbers and show the operation. So let's take 6 and 2. So when we multiply 6 and 2, we will get 12. So that will be common. But when we add sign for these two numbers, this 12 will take different sign. So what it will take? Let's see it. So plus 2 into plus 6 will give plus 12. Plus 2 into minus plus 6 into minus 2 will give minus 12. Minus 6 into plus 2 will give minus 12. Same way minus 6 into minus 2 will give plus 12. So to minus into minus is plus, minus into plus is minus, plus into minus is minus, plus into plus is plus. So knowing this table is very, very important because you are going to use this concept in most of all the chapters in your syllabus. So if you know this table very well, you can perform any operation on different numbers, especially for math multiplication. This concept is very important. Next is division, which we are going to perform on these four operations. So initially I will show you the first one, the natural numbers. Before that, first understanding what is division is very important. I have seen in my tutorials that many students have confusion between multiplication and division. First of all, you should understand the concept of multiplication and division. What is it? Then only you can perform the operations on that. For example, I will have a cake. So I have to give this cake to three people. So I am going to divide this cake into three parts, three equal parts. That means one part of the three parts each one will get. So this is called as division. That means if we have a big block, if we are dividing it into equal parts, then this is called as division. Sometimes what happens when we are dividing into equal parts, a small part will be left which will be too small to divide it into next part. So this is called as remainder. So when we divide one number by another number, if we are not able to divide it into equal parts, lastly a small part will be left behind. That's called as remainder. And how many times I was able to divide this complete block, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will become the quotient. That means I'm able to divide this complete block into 6 equal parts. So this is called as quotient. So for example, the unit of this is 2. Then I'm dividing each unit to 2 parts into 6 parts. So this is called as the dividend. So this concept is very important and this is the basics for division. So based on this basics, let's go on performing the operations on all the four things. First, let's perform division on natural number. As I told you in the previous session that dividing 26 into parts of 6, parts of 3 is called division. So if 26 is a big block, then by dividing it into 3 units, how many units I am able to divide, and after dividing one remainder will be left if it is not equal to 3. So what is that remainder is what we find out in division. So come, let's see. When I tell 3 ones are tables, the nearest for 26 is what? 3 8s are 24. This is the nearest, because if I take 3 nines, it will become 27. So that will be bigger than this number. We should always take smaller number than this. So 24. So 2 is left behind. So I am able to divide this into 8 parts. So this is called the quotient. 2 is left behind. This is very small compared to 3. We are not able to divide this. So this is left behind. This is called as remainder. So when you are dividing one number by another number, you will get a quotient and you will get a remainder. And don't forget that quotient and remainder can never be negative. They should always be positive numbers. If you are getting a negative number in these two places, you have done the division wrong. Next one is decimal division. So whenever we are performing division on decimal, I will teach you a simple trick. If you follow the trick, you can convert this into similar numbers and then do it. I am moving 1 point to the right. So this is becoming 23.6. Whenever I perform something on the numerator, same thing should be done to the denominator. So here also we do it, it will become 12. Correct. Directly from here only you can start doing the division, or one more step you can do by removing the point. I am removing the point here, so it is becoming 236, but I don't have any point to move here. So that means that it has a 0. So when you move, it will become 120. So the new number is 236 by 120. Now we have converted decimal into a natural number, and here using the same way what I taught in natural numbers, you can perform the division for this. So next is division on fractions and integers. So first let's look into the fractions. So for example, 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4. So when we are representing this, I will teach you how to convert this into multiplication and do the same logic what we use for multiplication will follow here also. We need not convert these fractions to like fractions. Directly we can do. How do we write this? 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4. So when you are taking this on the top, converting it into multiplication, you are going to take the reciprocal. So take the reciprocal. Reciprocal is moving denominator to numerator and numerator to denominator. So now it will become 4 by 3. So I will repeat this step because it is very important. When you are converting division to multiplication, you have to take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Now it is into, so similar to multiplication, we will perform multiplication of numerator and denominator and write. So it is 1 into 4 is 4 and 2 into 3 is 6. So this will be the answer for division of 1 by 2 by 3 by 4. Same way integers. Integers. So for example, I'll give you a same way 4 things are there in this. When both are plus. So I'm dividing 2 by 3, both are plus. So the answer will be 2 by 3 only. Same way plus 2 by minus 3. If I'm dividing two integers, one is plus and minus, the answer will become minus. So it is minus 2 by 3. Numerator is minus and denominator is plus. Then also the answer will become minus, because any one of it is minus, the answer is minus only. Now numerator, denominator both are minus. In this case what happens? Minus will get cancelled and the answer will become positive. It will become 2 by 3. So you can see that even in division, the rule will follow. That is, when both are plus, the answer will be plus. Both are minus, answer will be plus. But if any one of it is negative, answer will become negative. So this rule is also very important. If you know this rule, it will be very easy while solving the problems. And these concepts are not only for this part. In all the chapters of your syllabus, you will come across these kind of things. So you have to follow this rule and perform the operation. I hope you all learned all the 4 operations on 4 kind of numbers. So this is a very basic concept. Starting from LKG till you finish all your degree, these concepts are very important. If you have any confusion in these concepts, then you will not be able to solve complex problems. So this video is a universal video. It will be useful for all the students. So please follow my channel for more such videos, and these concepts and the short forms which I taught you will be useful for you. So thank you so much. Subscribe my channel.